Boom shakalaka, new Bitcoin all-time high, plus Trump coin and Melania coin, and an interesting new trade. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we got a whole bunch. Trump, Melania coin, how this changes the market, Bitcoin new all-time high, and a very interesting new trade. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course, subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos since 2017. Now, today, Fear and Greed Index at 76 sideways from yesterday, but the overall market up quite a bit today. How much was that? 3% increase. Bitcoin at 108,389 had a new all-time high, peaked to an all-time high, came back to rest below previous all-time high. Ethereum at 3371, XRP 327, Solana 263, BNB 695, Dogecoin 37 cents, Cardano $1.08, and Tron 24 cents. But I don't think anybody cares about those coins. They just want to know how they can make millions off of Trump coin and Melania coin. We'll get into all of that coming up soon. Now, if we take a look at the chart, there was this double bottom passing the confirmation point. Guess what? Price surged to a new all-time high right around 109,000. Now price falling back to below there, but very, very close. And maybe this little shelf right here will be new support for Bitcoin, $100,000 support. We can only hope. Now, this kind of played out as expected, as we've been talking about the past few days since we saw this chart on January 14th. This was the last presidential election. Panic going into the election. Everything else seemed fine afterwards. Well, panic going into inauguration, and then guess what? Everything was fine afterwards. It seems like that is how it's playing out again this time. And should it play out perfectly, things could get pretty freaky deaky, because the last time that Trump won an election, Bitcoin pumped 2,000%. Look at the territory that would put Bitcoin at if that happened once again. We can only cross our fingers and hope, because we already missed out on Trump coin and Melania coin in all of those games. But the good news is that Donald Trump has a big family. 4 siblings, 5 children, 10 grandchildren. More shit coins coming. You can see some of the names below. There's even a Trump family tree down here for all the people who are related. Maybe Tiffany, Barron, Lara, Eric, Ivanka, Jared, everybody. We'll see who has a meme coin next. Now, this kind of changes the dynamic of the market just a little bit, because we were expecting a meme coin frenzy of like some type of, I don't know, a dog or a fart or something reasonable, but instead a president and his wife meme coin. That's just kind of odd, but it appears like it changes things just a little bit, because there was speculation that low caps would bleed into large caps. What wasn't realized was that low caps were going to bleed into Trump. So all of the money in low caps now went to Trump. It's only a matter of time until Trump is in the top 10. And then that would be a good time for a reflex pump of those low cap coins, as all the money is liquidated from them. But there's a ton more money coming into the market at this point. Great news about this is it just brings a whole bunch of attention to what's going on with crypto. Now, if you missed out on that, I can't help you. But this is maybe for somebody who's open to kind of smaller gains. I mean, it's definitely much better than you get at your bank, but it's really only 50% in 3 months. Turns out that looks like Bitcoin miners like Mara, Iron, CLSK, CIFR are bouncing off of this bottom trend line. Now, historically, typical return on this is 50% in 3 months. So if you're looking for a pretty reasonable, safe bet, that would be it. But I doubt if you're in cryptocurrency, that's what you're looking for. Good news is that it looks like this is probably the beginning of the giant market. This is like, reminds me of like last cycle when Elon Musk got into crypto and started talking about Dogecoin. Kind of the same thing. Now we have Trump in crypto talking about Trump coin. I mean, clearly he would talk about himself. But that seems to be the way things are going, and it could be a very good launching point for the rest of the cycle. As a matter of fact, the cycle position doesn't get much clearer when you take a look at these unnamed moving averages down here. Seems like at the very bottom of each cycle, there's a lot higher to go, which is excellent for everybody who's already bought in. As a matter of fact, so far, the Bitcoin correlation with 2017 is over 90%. That's insane. But if we do continue that all the way out to the top, that would make Bitcoin $1 million this year, which coincidentally lines up very nicely with this prediction at 2,000% gains. That would be $1,000 to $2,000 per Bitcoin this cycle. If that happens, I mean, I'm just going to be I will be blown away. I'll be like John McAfee died a couple years too early. He called $1 million Bitcoin. Nobody believed him. And now he's right. How about that? Wow. Everybody praises Michael Saylor, but it was really John McAfee saying it long before that. But yeah, I mean, give Saylor his due. Anyways, so turns out that every 4 years, Bitcoin toys with this Bollinger Bands EMA line, this green line right here. And that is pretty much right before altcoins going a massive rally. Looks like we have the same setup. Altcoins are about to go off, and why not? We have a whole bunch of money flowing into Trump, Melania coin. People realize they can become millionaires overnight. A lot more money is going to come into cryptocurrency, because why work at a job if you can just buy an altcoin and then, I don't know, become a millionaire instantly? Also, we have this altcoin signal, which this is the stock RSI down here on the bottom. Crossing this line, this has led to every alt season. Guess what? We just crossed the line, which means these are 2-month candles. That looks like a year of alt season ahead of us. Holy cow, it could go on for a little bit longer. This chart also, every time in the past, a 3-week bearish cross in the Bitcoin dominance always resulted in an alt season. Happened in 2017, 2020, and guess what? 2025. How about that happened once again? And just one more indicator, breaking previous all-time highs, which we just did. Seems like we're in a similar place where altcoins will take off from here and start a legendary altcoin season at any moment. And one more chart, just to add it all up. This one's a little bit more colorful. This one as well, suggesting alt season is on the way. Everything will be through the roof. The FOMO, the frenzy are real. It's happening. So that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. We also have a playlist of crypto price predictions for 2025. We were 100% spot on accurate about the 5x XRP pump 4 months before it happened. So check out that playlist up there. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.